So, common question from our friend Martha here actually. She says that she's been trying to lose some weight and maybe she's had some progress but hit kind of a plateau and she's not seeing any more weight loss. She seems to be doing all the right things. She's counting her calories. She's getting 12 to 1500 calories a day. She's doing regular exercise. She has asthma, which prevents her from running and doing higher intensity type workouts. But she's still getting her walking in at least 5 times a week, she says, tracking her calories. So she seems to be doing all the right things. She's getting enough sleep. That's a big one. She's not overly stressed out typically. So those are a couple things that'll throw some people off their path. High stress levels increases your cortisol, which makes you carry and retain more fat and even produce more fat. And same thing with sleeping. If you don't get enough sleep, your body doesn't have the time to repair and restore its energy. So, but it seems like she's doing all the right things. So I'm going to say continue doing what you're doing. Stick with that. Don't get discouraged. Our body likes to, there's something in the body called homeostasis. I've talked about it in several of my videos where the most realistic scenario, thing that you can really compare it to is the thermostat in a house, right? So if you set the thermostat to 75, the body likes, or the apartment or the house will like to stay at 75 degrees. It doesn't like to get too hot. It might go up to 76, 77, but once it does, that cooler kicks back on. Or if it's in the winter, once it gets down a couple degrees below 75, it's going to turn the heat on, right? And so it's going to raise you back up. So it's the same battle, especially depending on body types with weight loss or weight gain. Even though you may eat less calories, your body likes to stay at that same setting. It doesn't like to go much below where you're at, or even if you tried to gain weight, for some people, depending on your body type, your body won't like to gain more than a couple pounds. So keep being consistent, but a couple things that I would like to offer you is adding just a little bit of body weight work into your walking routine. So, and we messaged about it briefly. I said maybe cut your walking back by 15 minutes and do some body weight exercises. But looking back on it, I'd like to change that just a little bit. So instead of stopping 15-minute shorts, I'd like for you to integrate some body weight exercises into your walking routine. So what that means is maybe keep a watch on or some way to keep track of time, or even just go by light posts on the street every 1 to 2 minutes. We'll say every minute. Let's do something new. Every minute or every third light post. There should be light posts as you're walking down the sidewalk, unless you live in the country. In that case, just do it by time. But every third light post or every minute, just stop walking. Just do 15 body weight squats all the way down, as low as you can go. And what those 15 squats are going to do is it's going to work with the muscular endurance in your legs. So it can help a little bit and maybe even some, so mainly the muscular endurance there with 15 reps. And what that's going to do is it allows for activation of your muscles. Those muscles are now going to require extra calories to repair, and not from one set, but as you're continuing to walk, and not just squats. Throw in 10 push-ups here or there, or 5 push-ups, depending on your fitness level, and then throw in some simple walking lunges as you're going, right? So now, by virtue of that, your body's going to need to repair these muscle fibers more than if you're just doing a cardiovascular kind of a light intensity walk. Now you have to do with the muscular endurance portion of things. And now it's very important that you don't increase your calories too much from where you're at. Maybe adding a few grams of protein is not the worst idea, but you don't want to raise your calories by any more than, I would say no more than 150 to 200 calories. Keep your calories very close to where they're at. But now all the extra effort that your body goes to repair repair your muscle fibers, you're going to be burning those extra calories, and that can aid you in your weight loss. And not only that, but as you're working on your muscularity and not necessarily getting swole, but just your muscular endurance, those muscles will naturally burn more calories just throughout the day, even while they're not repairing. So keep that in mind, and I hope that helps you on your journey.